Man, Terry Crews. Yeah, Donnie, that's one of Donnie's favorite guys. Terry Crews doubling down on his tweet where he said defeating white supremacy without white folks creates black supremacy. He basically said that he got a lot of flack for that from black people because he's got a mixed wife. And Black America, they're like gatekeepers.
She is not mixed. She's not mixed.
Hold on, Tom, because I love Roland Martin because he kicks so much knowledge. I want to hear what Roland is going to say because then I want to kick to my knowledge. Roland, I need to hear what you guys say because I've been respecting your verbiage for years. What you got to say about this, Roland?
Well, I'm still quite trying to understand what Terry was saying. I think back to the autobiography of Malcolm X, where he was going to one of those universities. A young white woman came up to him and she said, "Mr. X, I appreciate what you're doing. I respect it. What can I do to help?" And he said nothing. Then he went inside. Now, if you read the book, now the movie only showed that part. When you read the book, he later said he regretted that. He said what he wished he had told her was, "I don't need your help with my people. You need to go talk to your people." And that's the piece there. And so I really think what Terry should have done was explain that tweet. See, the problem is when you say black supremacy, what you have to understand is white supremacy. It means one has power. Well, the reality is when you look at across the spectrum, who has power, whether it's us or them. So that needs to be explained because the reality is to break down white supremacy. Yes, you do need modern day Thaddeus Stevenson, who was, of course, the congressman who championed the 14th Amendment during Reconstruction. You need modern day white John Browns. But the reality is we still, as Tommy said earlier, no other group of people has made America be the nation that it says it wants to be than black people. And so I think Terry should have explained that more than just leave it at that one particular statement. Because when you say black supremacy, well, what are we controlling to have supremacy over white people? We got black ball players in the NBA, but we don't control the NBA.
Because we don't have any owners. We definitely
right. They have leverage. They don't have power. Yeah, exactly. Ownership is power.
But here's what really got me, and we're going to go a little bit deeper on this because he was talking about his half white or half black wife or mixed wife, and he's saying that Black America are gatekeepers on who decides who's black. Kamala Harris, she got a white husband. A lot of people said she wasn't black enough. Black Republicans who vote for Trump, they get a side eye, obviously. Even some people, skin complexion, the neighborhood they come from, they get questioned. So my question is, what determines blackness? How do you know who's black enough?
I got an answer.
Go ahead, Tommy.
I have some problems, and no one could seem to solve them. Boom, boom. But you found the answer.
So you know the bar song.
Yeah, because the reason why I mentioned that is because we are all shades. That's an old conversation. Without the bars, just we ain't got that song. We are one, like Frankie says. You see what I'm saying?
So let me unpack that statement. Here's what that statement actually means. What that statement means when we talk about blackness. Are we dealing with the social construct? Are we dealing with skin color? Yes. But really what it says is, are you down for black people? Meaning, am I seeing that exhibited in your work? Am I saying, do you relate to, talk to, roll with, advocate for black people? And so we know, if we real honest, all of us, we know some black people who have been in positions of influence who did not want to talk to black people. Look, I ain't got no problem saying, I tweeted the other day, when I was at CNN, Mark Whitaker was the highest ranking African-American in the history of CNN. He was the number 2. If I called Jim Walton, if I emailed Jim Walton, the worldwide CEO of CNN, number 1, ask for a meeting, Jim will make it happen. I can meet with him in Atlanta. I can meet with him in New York, DC, we'll set it up. The number 3, the number 4, the number 5, I can meet with him. In 2.5 years, Mark Whitaker would never meet with me one-on-one. Never.
Does that make him black? Does that make him
No, wait. He went to NABJ and said there were no black folks at CNN who were good enough to host the primetime show.
And he was black, right, Roland?
He black.
Okay.
Now hold up. He said it.
That's what I was talking about, Roland, the mindset of some black people. Some black people don't know who they are, Roland. That's what I was talking about when I said the mindset, Roland.
No, some folk know who they are. See, that's the difference. Some folk know who they are.
Well,
and what I'm saying,
Owen says that she goes for black people, but a lot of people feels like she's confused. You know, there are a lot of
say it again. I missed that. Who?
Like Candace Owens will always say that she's for black people.
No, she not. No, she not.
She'll say it. That's what I'm saying. I know what.
Candace Owens is a grifter. Candace Owens does not talk to black people. Candace Owens sings a tune for white people. And here's the deal. Is she black? Yes, but you ain't down for black people. Look, there are other black conservatives who won't even mess with her. So when you hear that phrase, and I think it's silly when we use it because people say, well, Kamala, you ain't really black. First of all, it's hard because she got a white husband. Look, Jack Johnson was the first black heavyweight boxer. He was blacker than black from Galveston, Texas, had a white woman. Okay, Harry Belafonte, one of the greatest freedom fighters, Harry got a white wife. He actually had two. See, when we sit here and go through all that nonsense, it's crazy because you know what? I know some black people like Harry Belafonte who got a white wife who are down for black people more than I know some black people who got black wives.
Amen.
Your actions should speak as to how you relate and feel about black people.
Right. And I'll say it again. I'll say this. This sounds so convincing. And I gave it half a chance to learn the ways of love, my people. There is so much love between us. Let me tell you something. That's old. All that rap is old. We got to stop this old black. We ain't black and all that. We are what we are. We the bomb. Okay. We know what direction we're moving in. Of course, we're going to get confused and thrown off. The whole world is at us. But like I'm saying, somebody stopped the world. Stopped it. Okay. And has a captive audience. It wasn't me. I ain't put the sun up there. Stopped the world, pointed out straight and said, look, that's what they're doing. And left it up to the world to decide. Okay. And now here we are, the opportunity of a lifetime. Du Bois, Booker T, all the conversations, all of the stuff that amalgamates us to this point, we now have that opportunity to push that old aside and start to really, really connect all of the dots with us.